Good morning. Can I tell you how wonderful it was to go to sleep? First of all, I put a furry blanket underneath me, like folded in half, because you read things about like, how do I get through the night with ADHD? And they're like, watch out, especially if you're on that medicine that makes your pee stain things. So I was fine, but I was paranoid. Oh my goodness, you guys are so loud. And now there's a plane. So I have this cozy furry blanket under me, and now I want that all the time. But I close my eyes, I go to sleep. I know I rolled over a lot. I was aware of that blanket under me, and I didn't want it to get tangled, so every time I rolled over, I was kind of aware, but I didn't look at the clock. And then the first time I looked at the clock, it was 5:20. What a relief to open my eyes. Not in pain, and see it's 5:20, 10 minutes before my alarm, and not 1:30 in the morning and in pain. So, yeah, I need to pee, but I didn't want to be at the school. I am starting up this hill, which doesn't look that bad, but like I've been going uphill. I just turned the corner, so it's a long incline. Our neighborhood is a huge hill. But yeah, morning's gone well. I did take another one of those evil dye pills on the way out the door because I was starting to feel a little something, and I was like, I'm going to be in the office for an hour. I don't want to run into problems, but I'm going to really try to not take anything else except maybe some Tylenol, because I don't like medications in me. We're going to be on antibiotics. I took my second dose of antibiotics too. I'm really hoping that I don't have to switch antibiotics when I will have already done so much by the time the test results come back. But volunteering went well. Everything was pretty standard. A lot of Chromebook deliveries today. Delivered one student. Late check-ins. Got to shred some paper. And just the normal stuff. I go through all the attendance folders for notes. So, yeah. Good morning. I might still try to nap. My body needs to get over things. My watch just said, hey, are you on a walk? So I'm gonna say go ahead. It's just long enough of a walk that it triggers it at the end usually. Okay, good morning. Let me just say that one of the nice things, I think you're dirty, about being under the weather, you're a little less dirty, is napping. I can't nap normally. I sometimes talk about it, but all I can do is lay down with my eyes closed. I need my sweater. And the water goes with me everywhere. Lay down and close my eyes and wish I was asleep. That's a normal nap for me. But this was heaven. I could just sleep and sleep, but it felt so good. And I'm not hurting right now. I'm just really tired. But I guess I never said my night was longer than I wanted. I wanted to be in bed at like 9:30. I got Sebastian to sleep around 9, and then went to start getting myself ready, but Jack's messaged me. He's like, aren't you gonna come hang out with me? Lately I haven't gone to his room every single night because he talks over Discord, voice calls with his friends, so if I hear him talking, I don't come. But if I guess none of his friends are busy, he messages. So I'm like, okay. So I go hang out with him while I have to upload my video and put all the text into the description, and I make my thumbnail, all these things that I have to do anyway. I do it while he shows me his games he's playing. And I get back to the bedroom a little bit before 10 at this point. It's like 9:45. And I go to the bathroom and then I hear noises. I hear like our door opening in the bedroom. We've got kind of this airlock system, so the doors rattle. I'm like, oh. And I'm like feeling my hand on the vent over here to see did the air conditioner just come on and make the doors rattle. But then I hear this faint mom, like, uh-oh. Like, and then I quickly message Dan. I'm like, can you go check on Sebastian? I'm in the bathroom and I think I hear him. So I quickly finish up and come out, and he's at Sebastian's door with no patience at all. He's like, oh, he can't sleep. He says he can't sleep, and then he walks away. So poor guy, he was like crying. He was like, I can't sleep. So I gave him a hug. He was in like really warm pajamas and felt like just sweaty and hot. So I was like, let's put you in cooler pajamas and I'll stay with you for 10 minutes. I need to get to bed too, but I'll stay with you so you can get back to sleep with me in the room. And luckily that worked. I don't know, I was there probably closer to 20 minutes, but so I get back to the bathroom and get myself ready at 10. So a little after 10. I don't know where the time goes at night. It just goes so fast. Oh, it's almost time for me to go, and I was gonna come down and have some popcorn. I need more food in my belly. I just buzzed. So I think I'm gonna pull it out anyway, even though I have to go out in a minute. And it's off to the bus stop. Hello, I'm sorry I'm looking rough. I just took a bath and it didn't really help. It wasn't very hot this time. Sometimes our water just doesn't come out very hot in the bath, and I don't know why. I'll be monitoring it and it seems like it's okay, but like quickly it like switches to lukewarm and I shut off the cold and it's still, the hot water's not coming out very hot. I don't know, that was a bummer because it didn't help. I took the dye pill. I guess it's made out of the stuff that's a dye, that's why. You get neon orange red tea. I took one this morning on my way out the door because I needed to be able to fully function without feeling like I was dying in that UTA sense of feeling like you're dying. There's no bathroom breaks when you only work an hour in the front desk. I mean, I guess there could be, but you can't be living in the bathroom. I'm like running up and down the halls, delivering Chromebooks and escorting children and finding people in. I got to use the massive paper shredder. I was just like, she's like, you don't have to do too much. There's this mountain. And I'm just like happily shredding and shredding and shredding. She eventually comes back when it's like time for me to leave. It's like, you can leave, really? You don't have to do anymore. I'm like, okay. I'll shred all day and all night. And it's been bugging me that this like little feeling like telling me, I bet she's like posting that they need coverage in the cafeteria and she's not putting me on the list. Yeah. To both? Okay. I'm pointing this at me. And I can do this one, and then I can move that one. That's as far as I can make it. Is that too rough? Okay. I was adjusting the shower for him. And now you get to look at the ceiling. So yeah, I was like, maybe she's been sending out emails saying, oh, can anybody cover? And I'm not on it because she did. Oh my God, what? What? You don't need your robe just to get to the bedroom. You don't really need a robe just to walk one room over. I'll get it. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Every time I try to start talking, Mom. Okay, yeah. She had at one point emailed out to people and forgotten to put me on the list because she didn't want to trouble me too much. This was back at the beginning of the year. One of the monitors had to be out for like 2 weeks straight, maybe 3 weeks. So it was like constant need of coverage. And I would have been happy to do like 2 a week, but a lot of times she would sneakily email out without me. I'm like, I would have done that one. She's like, no, you're already here in the office. It's fine. But I love my lunch. So today I was like, so has everybody actually been? All the cafeteria monitors have been there? She's like, yeah, nobody's been out. I do have a date in October and 2 dates in December. I'm like, I'll do October. I actually missed it. And I told her how I love seeing all the kids. And it was just so fun. And she's like, yeah, well, you're not there every day. And I'm like, sure, if it was there every day, it'd be a lot more work. But just like coming in, she's like, yeah, you're like a breath of fresh air there. And they enjoy it. So I signed up for October 25th. I was like, yes, I will take that date. And I'll take one of the Decembers too. If they weren't close together, like back to back, I would probably take both of the December dates. But I was thinking that they are back to back, like somebody's traveling. So yeah, I think I already talked about the office day. Today was a recovery day for me mostly. I came home and finished the calendar, which in itself is amazing because I was able to sit down and be on my computer. And yesterday I couldn't sit down anyway. It was awful until the evening when I had the medicines. It was torture. I had to take Tylenol and wait an hour for that to kick in to drive myself anywhere or be able to walk to get Sebastian. Otherwise I was just in the bathroom all the time. So it was amazing to be able to do that. And I wrote some emails to Sebastian's teacher. We needed to sign up for parent-teacher conferences. We did have one, I think, maybe 2 last year, but they ended up being virtual over Zoom because his teacher was pregnant and she was sick the first one, and I think we just ended up doing virtual the second one. I don't know. It seems like it's supposed to be every quarter, but this is in person. And we both want to be there because Sebastian's having struggles. We might need to revisit his IEP. Brain is hurting out. So Dan suggested if we do 2:30, like the choices were between like 2:30 and 4 for over a few days. And Jax doesn't get home till 4:15 to be a babysitter. So I asked the ladies in the office if it's ever a problem for somebody to bring their kids to the conference, and they're like, yeah, I think you could probably set them up outside in the hall with books or his Chromebook or something. So I'm like, okay. Message Dan, it's like, take that last 2:30 slot that you wanted, because he was thinking we could go there, pick up Sebastian from school, and then have him play on the playground, but that's too far away. That's nobody watching him. So I'm more for the out in the hall thing. So he took that slot, which happens to be October 25th. So I'll be getting out at 1 and then coming back at 2:30. That's okay. That's okay. So I emailed the teacher about that, saying, hey, we took this spot. We obviously both really want to be there for this, but our babysitter won't be home from school yet. So is it okay? So we got some headphones and set him up in the house. So I'm waiting to hear back about that. And I also emailed on our thread for the IEP, and it was just the observations I've had, saying I would like to start the process if anybody on our team is in agreement, and it seems like she is. So I'll see what she says about that, if she wants to wait for some planning meetings. I don't know. Sooner the better. It's a long process. Anyway, so I did all that kind of stuff, and then I had rice at 9 in the morning because the dye pills kind of make my stomach upset. Like continuously, not to the pukey level, just meh, not good. I was able to eat a nice big dinner because I had only taken one and it was almost worn off. But yeah, once I take it, it's just like, ugh. So I just took one now and I'm like, I didn't like it. But yeah, I had rice, even though it was morning. That was just the only thing. Rice or toast, and I'd already had toast on the way to the office. And then I came up here at, I think it was 12. I tried to watch some videos to calm myself down. That's usually what I do right before I go to sleep. I'll just watch peaceful travel videos or like house renovation, just a lot of montages with the music going. And once I start to feel sleepy and I go to sleep, I didn't make it very far. I was feeling very sleepy. And it was the most amazing, wonderful nap. I loved it. And my alarm went off too soon. I had one set for 1:30, thinking I'd go downstairs and eat something before the bus, but then I just reset it for 2 something, because I have to be out at the bus at 2:20. So I didn't end up having time to eat, but I ate some popcorn while doing homework with Sebastian. He proudly brought home a worksheet that he had finished about rounding. He had done rounding for his homework yesterday, and I taught him high five. So it's 5 or higher, you round up. And he got a star with an exclamation point on it. I was so proud of him. And we did his online math work that he has to do once a week. I noticed that it was giving him all the same thing, these fractions. I'm like, why does it keep giving you this? We need to get past this. He's like, no, it's because I keep choosing the same game. I'm like, can't we do something new? And he's like, no, I like this one. And then he had to start a new quest, and it gave him a new set of choices, and that wasn't in it. And he was like, I don't want any of these. I don't want them. They're terrible. I only want that one. So I just go ahead and click on one that looked like grass, and it was like, we can do this. This is fun. And he did great. And he liked it, so almost no drama at all. Almost none at all. I wouldn't even really call that drama. But yeah, after that, he went out to play, and I did a little bit of crochet, but my arms are weak. I feel weak. My body's fighting hard. I don't know. So it was a lot of alternating between getting a little crochet done and just like weaving some ends in, or just sitting there. And Danny thankfully took care of dinner, that takeout. I did cook for Jax, but that wasn't too bad. Wasn't feeling too bad. But yeah, now you're all caught up. Lots of talking in these videos. I need to cleanse my phone of all these huge video clips before it yells at me. So I need to do that tomorrow when I'm on the computer. But it is also piggy grooming day, which is going to take a big chunk out of the day, starting afternoon. So I'll need to probably go out at 11:45 to take him on a walk through the forest near his groomers to make him a little, no, I don't want him to be too tired. A little walk, mini walk. So maybe at noon. And he has to be there at 12:30. And I'm going to probably run into the store for a few things that got canceled off at groceries. Head home. I'll probably already call me to get him. And then I'll go get him and come home and get Sebastian on the bus. Or if they take a while, he could be out a little too late for me to get to the bus. But Danny knows. So yeah, the whole afternoon fully clogged up until the point where like Sebastian is all playing. So I'm gonna say goodnight because he needs me. Good night. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.